Heat dog.
Oh man, how are things?
Let's see. So I'm finally getting through. Um, I'm finally getting through this book, The Anatomy of a Story. Like
Oh yeah.
innately, I'm a really dope storyteller. Just naturally. I mean, it's just naturally I'm good at it, since birth. But I
Sure.
feel like there are some technical aspects that I can improve on to turn my creative into like a like more of an assembly line, you feel me, to make it make sense.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I've been working on. So John Truby wrote this really dope book, and I've probably read like 130 pages probably once. And I read it, and it's like it's so much stuff in there. It's such a really great book that I had to go old school and get highlighters to highlight certain things that matter
Sure,
because
sure.
he packed so much into it, and he turned it into such an assembly line. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
it's been crazy, dog. It's a dope book. Um, and I started applying it, and I was watching this crazy movie last night because Abraham Lincoln, the vampire hunter. And it was like, how how is this gonna work? Abraham Lincoln, the vampire hunter, like how does that work? And I watched the film, and it was like really good. The movie was good. It's free on YouTube. So shout out to everybody in the comments. Mr. Green, 6 seconds, C Deal, feel me, Revenge Killer Cam, my nigga Christ was happening.
Were all
Oh,
the vampires like early war generals that he was knocking off before he got to Grant and Sherman?
it's funny is no, but it's dope how they did it. So I'm thinking to myself, how do they make this work? This man from, what I mean, the 15th century. I'm like, how's this gonna work? And when I tell you they wove that story into like this really brilliant thing. It's I'm gonna be wrong. It's not like, you feel me. It's not Gangs in New York, but it's really really good. And everything that I was reading in this book started to make sense. How they wrote the story, certain points. So shout out to John Truby for this gem. You know what I mean? I had to read it 2 or 3 times. I had to start over a couple times. I had to get my highlighters back out like when I was in high school, but it was worth the journey, you know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
it really is gonna bring like a assembly line technique to help me organize my creative process of writing stories. Like this is one of the dopest things, right? It's like I'm gonna share this with you from the book. Again, it's called The Anatomy of a Story by John Truby. Um, and it's dope. Um, It says great stories don't show the audience the real world. They show the story world. The story world isn't a copy of life as it is. It's life as human beings imagine it could be. It is human life condensed and heightened so that the audience can gain a better understanding of how life itself works. And this book is important not only innately for my storytelling ability, like how I craft songs or write stuff for films, but even marketing, because I realized marketing is very much storytelling.
sure.
So I was able to rephrase the concept. So it's like great marketing doesn't show consumers, right, the real world, or great marketing doesn't show the audience the real world. Great marketing shows the audience the consumer world. The consumer world isn't a copy of life as it is, it's life as consumers imagine it could be. Things like I've thought about 3 rules from the consumer world, right? Customer is always right. Uh People think expensive items are worth more.
Yeah.
Those are 2 rules that I know apply in our world. You know what I mean?
My favorite is every car commercial is what? It's a car driving in downtown LA with not another car on the road in sight, flying over the bridge on 4th Street, bobbing and weaving, all that shit. You're sitting in traffic going 1 mile per hour with all 450 horsepower you got on that son of a bitch doing nothing in real life. But what it could be is a really good time.
So again, this is No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, GL, the Loaster, my brother Peter Boss. I brought my young brother, my little bro AD, and I knew him since he was a teenager,
Yeah.
roughly right around he was a teenager. You feel me? So to watch him come into his own, you know what I mean, is I always say I'm proud and I'm happy, but I don't think people realize it when you see your people win. You know what I mean? It's different when you see people that was going through it win. You feel me? And that is like it's almost to me. I don't know how people really be haters as much as you could just feel good, you know what I mean, about your people winning. You know what I mean? My little brother AD from the community, feel me, from a legendary Compton rapper in the top 20 Compton rappers of all time. And it's a lot of Compton rappers.
I like that. That's
You
dope.
feel me? It's a lot of Compton rappers, and he ain't done paving the way. And y'all know Compton AD, man, from the community. What up, dog?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah,
We here.
that part. No, we was just chopping it up about this book, and I was just telling him, like, so from a marketing perspective, right? And shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, this is No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour. Click the thumbs up button so they can share this video. You feel me? Go in the description, click the subscribe button to the No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, Black Effects, and iHeart Network. That's why I do this in the first place. We're gonna get this thing cracking, you know what I mean? So from a marketing perspective, and shout out to the homie Name Brand because he made a good point. He said selling our dreams to create new realities. And I was talking to Charlamagne about this over the weekend, and I'm like, see, that's been my biggest problem as a storyteller, right? Is I'm telling our stories, right, where we grow up so people can understand our lives, right? That was my goal when I told the story of Tupac Must Die. It was, yeah, this is our moral thinking. But reading this John Truby book, The Anatomy of a Story, that's not what great storytelling is. Great storytelling is you explaining your story so other people can get a better understanding of their own lives. That's why some of the greatest, like if we ask people in the chat, like, what's the greatest, you feel me? Like, what's the greatest like stories about gangbanging? They're gonna talk about colors. And to me, I'm like, that don't even tell you nothing about like how we come up, but it makes them make sense of their life. They like, well, I'm glad I ain't in that much danger. You know, I'm better than them. They just trip over red and blue. Like, you know, people ask us that, AD, like, you know, is it really about the colors? And you just kind of be like, bro, do you really think that makes sense? You know what I mean? Like, that's as simple as that. Like, people would really just be taking lives. Like, he's wearing red, I'm going to take his life. I'm like, how could a human think that? But again, even when you explain these stories with nuances, and Charlamagne was saying, he was like, man, Tupac Must Die is one of the greatest stories told in hip hop. I was like, yeah, I agree. Maybe top 100, but it's not Today Was a Good Day. And the reason it's not is Today Was a Good Day is condensed and heightened at the places that human emotion meet at. Great things happening on a great day, and people love that. They want heightened and condensed. Think about it, AD. Like all the sports we consume, most people don't watch whole games. They go watch the highlight and then talk to you like they watched the game.
Yep.
So
we don't have a like you said, we don't have a modern version of today's gangsterism. It's been a long time. Like the fact that people can still go by colors, and that's, you know, colors, boys in the hood, that's the benchmark of what people think of Los Angeles culture when it comes down to gangbanging shit. We don't have nothing modern right now that you could be like, okay, this coincides with what we're going through at this very moment right now and where we're at with the evolution of gangbanging.
You know what's funny is I understand why, because T-Rail always talked to me about that. I hate Dickies. And I'm like, T-Rail, you got to understand. You know what I'm saying? I always tell him, like, you have to understand what culture is. Like, you can't turn Givenchy into culture. It won't work. It's European high fashion. So there's no culture in it. So if you really think about it, culture is only birthed right out of poverty. Like when you start, it's like Dickies ain't the culture. Creasing your Dickies and cuffing them, that's culture, right? All Stars by themselves, Chuck Taylors ain't culture. Fat lace, flip the tongue, that's culture. How we rock, these things creates culture. There's no, I always joke with you on Problem, right? Like off air about Benzes. There's no culture in Benzes. That's a successful benchmark of a car.
Yeah.
But take an 87 Colors, you put some Hunters on it, some Hunter spoke Dayton's, you put that Nardi in there, and you put that paint, that's what makes it culture. So I don't know if we could tell an updated movie about culture in LA, because I think, again, there is no poverty. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason to take cheap stuff and flip it into style. You get some, you got a gold chain. You don't gotta do nothing to it. You feel me? It's you don't gotta style it. You got a Benz, you really can't style. It's a Benz. As soon as you see it, you like it washes all the culture, out of everything. It's like this is mainstream as apple pie. So I think that's where a lot of people get stuck in Hollywood. They can't update the films because it's like you'll just show a bunch of dudes from the community wearing, Givenchy pants and designer clothes and hopping out of Lamborghini, not Lamborghinis, but hopping out of foreign cars, whether they're what's the cheap one everybody be getting? What's the cheap one, Pete?
What, like a Maserati?
There you go. You knew exactly which one it was. Yes. Like, you know what I mean? And it wouldn't be interesting because it's like, I always say the reason Snoop and Dre were so successful is because everybody could be them. I always look at the 80 rappers, like, if you got 1 million gold chains, you jumping out of a Beamer, don't nobody got good credit. Can't nobody afford all of these, gold chains. You know what I'm saying? Like, the West was the first time. So the reason Snoop became such he set the standard of success in hip hop is because everybody can go get a Dickie suit. Everybody could go get these clothes he was wearing. Everybody could go get these Chucks. Anybody could push their grandmother's car out the yard and fix it up. These were standard thing, and it connected into every ghetto versus where, you know what I mean? Like, if you wearing a bunch of designer, you know what I'm saying, and you jumping out of a Lamborghini, you just a douche. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope when Cash Money did it because they would wear like a white t-shirt, bro, and some Jabot jeans and some Reebok classics, some $80 shoes, a $5 shirt, some $60 pants, a $3 bandana on their head or a $1 bandana, but then you jumping out of a $250,000 car. That's the shit. That's it. That's what's great. But if you do it any other way, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm having some camera trouble.
Yeah, you got that. You got to update that Wi-Fi over there.
No, you said that the last time too.
That's Manny.
Hey, Tommy. You have really got me when you said that too. I thought they was like, oh yeah, you got the best for the area. It ain't the best you can get though. Yeah, so I gotta move to get the best internet. You know what? I need to switch. I'm gonna switch.
Gotta get that Starlink.
Starlink really that good, huh?
It's good everywhere.
Peter, no.
Starlink's the what's it called? That's the Elon Musk satellite internet thing.
Yeah. No,
I thought he was just really attentive, but it turned out the screen was frozen.
No. AD. What's funny is AD Pun, like, their stream is doing really well. Like, they do a 5,000-10,000 people every time. Like, once this show goes off, their show comes on right around 2 or 3. Like, soon as their show comes on, you feel me? They do incredible.
Oh, they just got the cushy time slot. They're friends, and we're Seinfeld. They're just eating off of all of our, viewership rollover, clearly.
Yeah, I wish. In the perfect world, right? Hold up. You got it. Your mic.
I was kidding, bro. I was just fucking around with you.
Yeah. Oh, no, they the king of jokes. They joke all the time.
Right. Well, I don't know. He didn't know me from a hole in the wall, so I don't have any report.
Yeah. There you go. So, so it's like, we was having a conversation. Me and AD was having a really, it was just really us on the group chat. Obviously, we do the group chat. I think they just put together the group chat just to ruin my life, honestly. That's my actual thought.
You really feel that way, too.
I swear to God, because I can't make any other sense out of it. But I've been working on it. But anyway, we was having a conversation, and it was loosely rooted in everything that was kind of happening. We started off talking about what happened with Dirk. You know what I mean? Man, that's a crazy case with that brother. And I was telling AD, like, I can't really be hypercritical of Dirk in this situation because I would have did the same thing. right? I'm like, if somebody did something to you, Pete, you are as square as they come. You feel me? You ain't with no. But if somebody, hurt you, shot you or killed you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna spend some money and get them people hurt. That's just
that brings up an interesting question real fast. Not as it relates to me. What was the backstory? I forgot. Because didn't Boosie get tried and acquitted on a murder for hire?
No, I don't think he got acquitted. He ended up getting some time for.
No, he got time for drugs, I thought. And then while he was in jail, had the other trial going on and beat the other one, I believe.
Okay, that makes sense then. I'm thinking of two different things. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Elmatic, all the homies, Terrell. Y'all get them questions going. Shout out to Killer Cam, Sam. Everybody showing love. We getting it going. Yes, that happened. So what happened, or what the alleged story is for Dirk is, obviously, right, they have the issue where, the two rap crews are beefing. Young Boy's rap crew and Dirk's rap crew is beefing. AD said it was over some women, or, I guess the story online is over some women, or that's the story.
Initially, how, it's like we always say, it's always the same story with most beefs anyway. It's usually over some money or it's over some. Can I say pussy on here?
Yeah. Yeah, we're 17 in.
Yeah, we good. I don't know.
Helen of O-Block.
Want the shit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Over some goddamn vagina.
I lost my Budweiser sponsor the first week and my McDonald's sponsor the first week. First episode, no lie. Because so he knew, he know me. That's my man. Shout out to my man. That's my man. You get it. So anyway, Pete, so they talking tough, they talking to each other, they talking tough, some of the brothers from Chicago, King Von, shout out to King Von and the crew that was with him. Some of the brothers was in Chicago, from Chicago, was in Atlanta doing their stuff and was at a venue and got wind that somebody from Young Boy's crew is down there, which is Quando Rondo's guy banging neighborhood crip. They find out he's there. Eventually, they come into a clash, right? They have the issue, and Von pretty much get active, starts to punch on Quando Rondo. One of Quando Rondo's friends there pull out a pistol. Police come, everything is happening, and they get to shooting, and King Von ends up dead. Obviously, they're saying one of Quando Rondo's affiliates is responsible. So now it's a death on the table, right? Pete. So one of the brothers from Chicago got killed based off what happened on the side of the brothers that's on from Georgia. So after that, the brothers from Georgia come down here, you feel me, to do some stuff, press or whatever. And in a crazy situation right by Century City, Pete, you know what the attorneys be?
Yeah.
5 people or 4 people hop out of a car and with Glocks with switches, like fully automatic weapons, and shoot up the truck. They don't actually kill Quando Rondo or hit him, but they kill one of his family members from Georgia. Cousin. We all know what happened. It's on the news. We like, damn, we wasn't all certain of what happened for sure, but I think the people in the know felt this is kind of more of a retaliation thing, a level of street justice, so forth and so on. So nothing happens. This is 2 years ago. This is in 2022. Fast forward to 2024, Dirk is indicted. So first, 4 or 5 guys from Chicago are indicted for that shooting that killed Quando Rondo's, the brother from Georgia's cousin. And they are saying in the reports that it was OTF funded, and these guys are OTF affiliates. That night, they arrest Dirk. And they charge Dirk with a murder for hire, the feds, because, it's across state lines. And it's just, it's unfortunate, how things happen. I'm not finna get into the whether he did or didn't. I don't, that ain't my point. Like, I'm not on a jury. That ain't my job. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling AD, like, yeah, bro, like, I can't judge him because I would have did the same thing if something happened to my people and I have action. So like the people that I love, I've been knowing, outside of people I've been knowing my whole life, that go without saying. But even people like AD or Pun or certain people that I really feel like is kind of like family, I would let them come to my house. If it was action, feel me, as somebody that hurt them, yeah, the action is facilitated. You know what I mean? It's no question because people got to know they can't play with you and your friends. That is a street justice thing. And we was talking about it, and AD was saying like I was like, it's a lot of reasons for people to pursue that type of justice. You know what I mean? And he was like, gee, but I don't know, man, if it's over a girl. And I'm like, it always starts and it feels like it's over a girl. The 60s and the A-Trays, they whole thing is supposed to be over a girl, right? But again, it gets so loose so quick to where like it's not like, oh, you just mess with my girl, let's fight, as much as it's somebody that's over the top being a an asshole saying, yeah, I slept with your girl and whatever it is.
It's never about a girl.
No.
That's just the intersection where the car accident took place. You know what I mean?
It snowballs though. Initially, it's over because if you remove the female from the equation, it's probably no beef.
That's true.
It could be little. It could be little animosities. It could be little here and there. But like what I was saying to G was they had Quando Rondo hanging around them. They was rocking with him. They fucked with him. Yeah. He was actually they got Quando Rondo on video actually like dissing their rivals. That's how much that he fucked with them. And insert the female aspect of it. Now people are going back and forth and they're saying stuff. And most likely what guys usually do, they start pillow talking to the female and the female gonna run back and they do this and do that. Now that division is being caused. And then everything snowballs after that.
I think the female is just the flashlight that illuminates the lack of respect as a man that person A has for person B. Because without the woman to be there, it's not public information. The woman's existence amplifies it to the other person involved. You know what I mean? Otherwise, fuck you care. But I know that's your bitch. I'm a fucker because fuck you. I don't respect you. And now I don't respect you because I fucked your girl. But it was true yesterday.
And ironically,
you don't go respecting somebody, dissing somebody's ops, feeling a certain type of way to the coin flipping just like that. You know what I mean?
And ironically, this is where we at in the conversation. Shout out to Wally Transportation. This is the first time I saw your name in the chat. That's dope. I appreciate you here. And we as black people, we have to step back, wait till all the evidence comes out to jump and stop conclusion because the Fanny said YSL did have 50 bodies. Now we know they lied. This is not really a conversation about homies thing. Yeah. Honestly, that's for the podcast that's coming out tomorrow. And I don't really talk about, like, even with Puff's case, I'm not talking about the case. I'm talking about charges and if charges are right. I don't care why you committed a crime. Like, that's not my point. Like, I would be the worst person to judge why somebody would commit a crime. I notice a lot of people be talking, they be like, he's stupid, he had all that money. No, you just a buster. You just be a rich buster. You feel me? Shout out to the homie Terrell. He said, I agree, but sometimes your outlook changes with age if you live to see another day. I don't know. What would position you, AD, to where it's like you would let somebody really close to you get killed and the police don't solve the case? What would it take for you to just let it go? Like, you're doing well for yourself versus when I first met you. You're doing well for yourself. You know what I mean? You got your own platform. You create your own stuff. You got a lot of fly stuff going on. But when do you think you come into a position to where it's like, okay, you know what? I don't care that happened. The police not solving it, but I'm going to just let it go.
See, it was crazy too, because even when I watched Wallow talk to Dirk, you know what I mean, about how he forgave his brother's killer, you know what I mean, and the pain I seen in his eyes and stuff too. He basically said he wouldn't be where he is in business and in life he is right now with not forgiving that person. You know what I'm saying? Just letting certain shit go. And, that was wisdom right there. Me personally, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? I still got more growing to go. Something happens to my brother, by default, I'm going to want to do something to somebody. And if I have everything in my power to do so, I'm going to do that. But just watching Wallow, I mean, after doing a long stint in prison and coming home and changing everything that he got going on, like that mentality is the reason why he's winning.
No, man, listen, Wallow's my man, 100 grand, and I feel
Yeah.
him. My problem is my decisions aren't emotional based. Even like as a gang member, I really didn't have too many emotional based decisions. I just didn't think emotionally about all of this stuff. It always would come down to what made sense. Um, Shout out to the name brand. Street justice is necessary, but damn, there's no equality in it. I don't know. It kind of could be. Me and AD was talking. He was saying, like, because we were saying that, and shout out to the homie that said the stuff with the great streets and East Coast was over a girl. I know that story. The 60s and 8 trades is over a girl. The two young brothers was fighting and it got out of hand. But again, even saying over a girl is such a loose thing. Like, I think there's a player way you could see it, right? There's a player way you could see it where it's like, yeah, if somebody just mess with your old lady, you feel me? But it's different when people will rub it in your face. And I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, like if somebody slept with my old lady that I knew, you feel me? And yeah, I'm going to kill both of them. Yeah. And he was like, well, you would be throwing away your life. Well, no, I'd be throwing away your life. I'm not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the homie Don Dub in the chat. Don, what's happening, man? Dub CNN, West Coast legend. The scripture says vengeance is the Lord. Yes. But Crippin' and Christianity, sometimes they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working on every day being, more Christ-like. But right now, I'm more Tookie-like. I'm more Raymond Washington-like. I'm more Turtle from Santana-like. It's just, again, I got to keep learning, and as I get older, I don't really believe that though, Don. Like, I believe there's a real inner thing in humans that make them desire justice. Now, revenge is different. Ironically, I've never believed in revenge. I don't believe in revenge at all. I don't even believe. Well, I don't believe in revenge. I believe in justice. I believe in harmony. If you did something to me based off of you feeling like you're going to disrespect me, it's only harmonious, if I allow something to happen to you. It's not really vengeance. Like vengeance and justice. Hold up. I'm going to look it up. It's crazy. Hold on. Here you go right here. Vengeance versus justice. Here we go. Vengeance takes matters into its own hand, while justice leaves the matter in God's hands, willing to obey. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either.
I don't like that. That don't make sense. Vengeance. I used to know what this meant. It's crazy. I know vengeance is more of an emotional thing. You know what I mean? And I don't believe in revenge. I just don't. I don't think, even if you did something to my mother and I did something to your mother, it's not revenge. Like, that wouldn't be revenge. You know what I'm saying? Like I could never.
Is revenge though.
Well, so forgive me. It is revenge. I'm saying I could never even the score. If revenge is about evening the score, I don't believe, like, if you did something to AD, if I do something to your friend, we feel the same, because you might not even like your partner the way I favor AD or want good for AD. That relationship may not ever be the same. You know what I'm saying? What I believe in a harmonious existence of, when somebody does something to you one time, they will keep doing it to you. That's one thing gangbanging taught me, and I understood real fast. Like, if people can get over on you, if poor people where we from can run over you, it almost becomes innate for them to keep running over you. You know what I mean? Because now you become an asset to for whatever they need. So I believe even in this real world outside of the streets in America, as a black man in America with all this stuff going on, there's a level of, if people can screw you over, they will keep screwing you over.
Mm-hmm.
they will keep screwing you over. So immediately I need to make sure that you are not available to ruin my life anymore. That's how I see it. What you think, Pete? Listen, again, now if the police get them, it's nothing I could do. You know what I mean? And the societal justice kicks in. Societal justice kicked in.
I mean, justice in a fictitious vacuum should be like understood by both parties. Revenge never is. Because like you can't square the equation back to zero in revenge, but in theory, which is never probably an application, someone shoots your friend, you shoot their friend, you should be able to look each other up and down and go, all right.
Shout out to the homie Fast, man. He shit. Let's go to jail and get him. That's revenge. I'm not going to jail to get you.
I just
I'm not.
I just seen this story too. It was crazy. They said this one guy found this one guy gets killed. The brother ends up finding his baby mama, starts dating her, then kills her, and I think like hit his son on camera. Like that was a different level of revenge right there.
Oh yeah.
It's thorough.
But that is revenge. Nothing about him slapping that kid was harmonious.
No.
He's like, yeah, and your kid, wow, like, bro, that's not harmonious. I'm not, like, to me, like America, like with America. So like over the 9/11 case, that was in 2001, and then in 2021, 22, like Biden comes on national television bragging about getting one of the leaders of Al Qaeda 20 years later. That's not justice.
No.
Like, yeah, we got him. Don't play with America. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is like, and that's why I don't really let the system really try to make me feel bad about it. Like, y'all was just bragging about somebody who did something to America 20 years ago, and y'all came out 21 years. Like, yeah, you see what happened if you, first off, bro, what took you so long? And then, like, you just been holding on to it the whole time. Like, as soon as we catch him, you know what I'm saying, we go get him out the box. He ain't
20 years is a long time.
Yeah. And then you come on TV, the president Biden comes on TV bragging about it. Like, yeah, that's how we get down over here. You feel me? If you come playing with America, you're gonna get this work. We ain't letting nothing go. That I don't believe in that.
The FBI bragged and had a big press conference when they snatched Whitey Bulger out. It depends.
They did.
But look how long he was hiding for a minute.
He was hiding for longer than 9/11.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's different. He had a warrant. You know what I mean?
That guy had a warrant.
He had a warrant. No, they was bragging about knocking him off, not bringing him to justice. They wasn't like, yeah, we finally arrested the guy, one of the main two guys responsible for 9/11. We're bringing him to justice. Biden was on TV glowing about knocking dude off. Yeah, that happened in my president. We bumped him off. Bro, like, what are y'all from a gang? Like, and that's why I don't let America make me feel crazy. Y'all think the same way. You feel me? Y'all, I remember Ronald Reagan was talking crazy about, what's the brother name from Libya that passed away? You know what I'm talking about? The guy that ran Libya. Gaddafi. And he was like, yeah, and if Gaddafi come playing over here, we're going to show him what America's made of. Bro, why are you talking like this? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really give all that stuff no credence. Again, this is No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour. Click the thumbs up button right there in the corner. We here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, noon. Community is right after this. The homies is right after this.
2 p.m.
I got my little bro AD on here. I got my brother Pete on here. Click the link in the description. No Ceilings Podcast. Subscribe, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Executive produced by Charlamagne the God, Black Effects, and iHeart Network.
Get to the meat and potatoes, man, of what you said, man.
You said who?
Get to the meat and potatoes of what we said.
Hold up.
It was
Read
the
the
back.
definition of revenge. You can't just add negative connotation to it. That's the same as being racist. The definition of revenge. I got you. His name is revenge. He like, nah. You need to clear that up, brother.
I didn't even look at his
Over
name.
here saying something.
I
My
like his
name
little
is
Twitter
revenge. You
picture
need to
too.
know what
That
it
nigga
is.
not playing.
So the action of inflicting hurt or harm on someone for an injury or wrong suffered at their hands. That's what I thought. So again, even like when me and AD was talking about it, and we were saying that, he was like, well, is it worth going to this situation over a woman? I said, it's not over a woman, right? I wouldn't, if you just slept with this lady, you feel me, and you don't know I exist, I don't even, like, I have no reason to do nothing to you. You don't know I exist. So I started to tell him, Pete, I said, now, if you know I exist, now we got a problem. If you know she my old lady, now we got a problem because you disrespected me.
It's a lot different if a dude comes and fucks your wife at your house than if she goes and fucks a guy at his house.
And that's my thing was this, right? I said a woman is going to do what a woman is going to do, right? If he said if somebody knows of him, they don't have to be friends. They never had to have a conversation. If they have sex with his woman, and as long as they know, hey, that's G's girl, he gonna kill them both. And I'm saying, I'm like, wait a minute. If your girl steps out on you, she's just doing what she's doing. At the end of the day, right? Why would somebody have any type of blind loyalty to you? He's like, well, they better not do it. I'm like, but they're not your friends. They have no connection with you. Why would you be mad at the guy? You're supposed to be mad at your female.
I say you kill them both. It's not loyalty that's owed to you. And this is where me, you, and Pun, we disagree, right? I think every man deserves respect immediately, right? Y'all feel respect is earned. I don't feel like that, right? Because you don't go disrespect people. Like, you don't, somebody shouldn't have to kick your ass to respect them, right? But again, so when somebody says, hey, this belongs to this guy, it should be an automatic respect. Like, oh, you got a guy. You feel me? Nah, I'll wait till his turn is over, then come circle back. That's the correct thing to do if you care or respect other people. But if you don't respect other people, right? If you don't respect other people, you'll find yourself doing something stupid like disrespecting somebody else.
I think at least from my own perspective, there's a line in there where it's like there's respecting the institution or like the idea of civility, and then there's actually respecting Bob. You know what I mean? Like, you see in traffic, like people who cut through 4 lanes or whatever to get to the off ramp, they don't respect civil order.
Either or, though, right?
You know?
Either or. Like, and to me, it's not just civil order when you cutting through 4 lanes. If people is on the freeway, you don't respect other people's life.
Sure.
So really, you don't deserve to live. I think it's a harmonious thing to rid you off the earth, because somewhere along the line, you didn't understand that your job is to care about other humans. Remember, Pete, I always say this right to you. The verb of being a human is to care about other humans. Being humane is about caring about. If somebody know that this your old lady and they sleep with them anyway based off their own selfish desire and truly a desire to disrespect you, because it ain't, they can get vagina from anybody, but they personally want this person, and then they personally want this person knowing that this is your person. That actually can make people, the wrong type of person, feel like, oh, this is another level. It's like, well, it do come with bullets.
Yes, but see, you put extras on it right now. It's just the simple. If you're, we all know this. There's nice regular women who, you know what I'm saying, go by the book, and then we have hoes at the end of the day. Sometimes a brother will wife a hoe, and a hoe gonna do what a hoe gonna do. And if she get that pussy to somebody else, I'm not going to get mad at the guy because he's doing just what a nigga gonna do. If somebody throwing it at him, they gonna take that motherfucker. So whether he has knowledge about me or not, that has nothing to do with it. My woman was the one that went over there and gave him the access and opened up her legs to disrespect me to even give a nigga a one up on me in any type of capacity. So I'm not gonna have that aggression to that guy. I'm gonna have that aggression towards my woman for being a hoe. And that's where the line draws. And I'm not about to throw my life away over this female being a hoe. That's my fault for even wifing her in the first place. I should have knew or seen the signs of what type of woman that I was even giving my attention to in the first place.
I think that's a great sense of accountability, and I would feel all of those same things. But my issue also is I would hold her and him accountable. See, it don't just stop that I'm accountable, like, yeah, I met the wrong person. But girl, you met the wrong person. So not only am I thinking to myself, like, oh yeah, you feel me? Oh yeah, it's all good. Like it's good. Like it's good. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I did something wrong. I got with the wrong woman. Cool. You got with the wrong man because you thought that this could just happen and it's gonna be solid. It just don't work that way. We gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a huge problem. Shout out to hold on one second. Let me fix this. Boom. Where is it at? Hold on. Shout out to It's Righteous. There it is. Shout out to MJ. No righteous man can turn down a beautiful woman's advances. We all been there in alcohol. He makes sense. That is not true, MJ.
That is a catastrophe.
That's a horrible lie.
Jesus Christ.
If you can't turn down
some men.
No,
the unrighteous,
the
sucker
unrighteous
ass,
man,
pussy whipped man. Like
how
that's,
you letting a woman?
Are you kidding me?
Dictate everything. I turn down beautiful women. I used to turn down beautiful women.
Half my friends would turn it down and say we do that shit for a good time. I'd rather probably half the time turn a bitch down and fuck her.
That's true,
man. That's the ultimate sign of weakness if you can't turn a woman down.
People were like that's that funny ass shit. Because people talk about keep it player this, keep it player that. But if you can't look a bitch up and down and walk the fuck away and leave her standing there, then none of that shit applies to you.
Dude, and when you marry, you get more women coming on to you than any other time in your life.
Shout out to Kevin Finley for the $5. Okay, we got a chicken Big Mac to split, Pete. Shout out to y'all. AD will never lose. Never. AD think every time I talk to him, I'm trying to start an argument, but that's because he didn't got
sometimes you do though, but most of the time it's coming with knowledge and love. I know that.
It's every time.
He is the king of starting an argument.
Only because y'all just will say something that don't make no sense because somebody else
your ass argue with a rock if you could.
I would. You know what rocks don't do?
Say stupid shit.
Rocks don't say stupid. Exactly.
See, the same way you feel though, we feel the same way. We talk to you. Yes, we don't try to fuck with you. We try to just tell you our opinions on stuff. You don't agree with them, and you say, "Man, y'all done ruined my day. Y'all done ruined my day today. Why the fuck did I even enter this group chat?"
Listen, since I've known Problem, since I went to his house in 2005 in December in the ghetto of Compton, I mean, in the Folk, right? Which I'm risking my life to go over there to rap with this dude. I risked my life. Since I went to his house, has made it his business to tell me how much he hates the streets. And I am a street guy. I am so proud of our Los Angeles urban street background. All the struggles, poverty, still everything there is. Like, I am proud of it. So why would
you more than proud? You worship it.
I don't worship it. That's just a lie.
Yes, you do. You worship the streets.
I do not.
He worship the streets.
You love the streets. You love being a Crip. You love all that stuff.
No, I am proud of being a Crip. I don't love it. I am proud of what I've survived through all these circumstances and the tremendous and excellent lessons that Crippin has taught me.
Hey, man, they on my ass for being late. I apologize for being late. Gee,
I did it on purpose.
No, I didn't, bro. I swear. I'll tell you afterwards, but it's some good stuff, though. It's a reason. You'll see the reason when we come back.
Okay.
It's always a reason. It's never like, oh, I was downstairs eating a bowl of ice cream.
No, so what happens is every time Problem comes to the group chat, right? Ever since Problem is going to the group chat, they just start talking about the streets. And then they put people on who everybody know, like they'll share clips of people that are harassing real street people, knowing that these people ain't real street people. And then I'll be stuck. I'll be like, Y'all know that's like if I start sharing a picture of Problem's son getting beat up, bullied at school, and then start trying to dissect it to make sense out of it. You know, this is his son. Like, y'all know how I appreciate the streets. Like, I appreciate the streets. So why would you tell me, who appreciate the streets, all this negative stuff about, or your negative opinion of the streets?
Well, let me ask you
not
this,
really
G.
saying nothing.
Why you not living in Watts no more?
It's too expensive.
Why you live in the suburbs now?
It's cheaper. I'm not, listen, I could afford what I could afford.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad I'm not in the streets. I'm glad I'm in the suburbs. I love the suburbs.
As you should.
I'm pro suburb. I'm never moving back to the hood again. Never moving back.
Me neither.
But again, I
love
also
the fact that I can leave my door open at night. I love it.
Damn it.
What's your address again?
Not for you. My address is private.
Shout out to Squishy. Steele, thanks for gracing us with your presence. Yes, he finally came. Shout out to Name Brand. Hey, Peter Fool.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother Craze. $2, baby. We got some sauce with that chicken Big Mac.
I gotta get a meal, man. Gee, you be killing them with this, man. They love you.
No, they like our content. This is kind of what happens when you become a part of the community, right? But what I'm saying to y'all is, Problem does it on purpose. Steele does it on purpose. The whole group chat is made to tear down the streets. Problem talk about gangbangers.
Why would you? No, I ain't gonna let you get that off.
It's four gang members.
I'm not gonna let you get that off. That's not true.
4 gang members in the room, and Problem talk about gang members. I'm like, you know, I'm a gang member.
No, we just.
AD is from the streets, but he don't worship it like you.
How do I worship?
You do worship it, bro. You got to put the Crip and everything. Everything got. You even made this podcast a Crip podcast, bro.
How is it a Crip podcast?
You had to have Pundit and Crip. And tell everybody that you a Crip.
But that's not because I worship it. That's because I am in the business of providing perspective from Los Angeles street urban culture. So I want you to know specifically culturally what I represent, so you know what you're getting for. This is what you're getting. That's my job.
So it's not accurate to say that, of course, it's a Crip podcast. After all, you brought me on.
Yeah, you Crip podcast. And try to put people in the set.
You alone.
No, I wouldn't let you do that.
But listen, the thing is with Problem, right? One thing G doesn't do, we always say that. It's like he's stuck in 1985 or something like that. Like, he don't see everything that's going on and how street culture is at this current state right now. A lot of people are doing fraudulent shit. They're not going with the code that, you know, you guys grew up to or anything like that. We seeing all type of crazy shit, and Problem is highlighting that. He's saying, okay, look, this ain't street shit no more. This ain't street shit no more. This ain't. He's giving you examples, and even you'll be like, hey, I don't like this. I don't consume it. It's like you forget that the shit is even happening around you.
But
we're watching it, we're consuming it.
No, y'all be talking about people that are not street people, making content about street people. Shout out to JoJo Jones. Ain't none of them Crip niggas gonna put no money on your books. Neither is no black person, and I'm black too. That don't mean y'all
put money on your books. Your friends
gonna put money on your books.
Your friends gonna put money on your books.
That is not true.
Gee, you know if you was locked up, you gonna have at least $2,500 a month on your books.
That's a lie and a half.
What?
I'm not gonna look
how
out
many
for you,
years?
$2,500 a month. He can get that.
How many
Shout out to Baby Zilla.
That's steep right there.
I think the streets are what they are. I think people in general on every level.
500 a month on the 10 years.
That's just a lie. You ain't gonna put $250. You ain't
no
gonna
one's
put
getting
$5
$300 grand on a 10 year.
Shout out to Mark Gear for the $2. Much love, brother. We up to 10. Glasses can't help himself arguing. I definitely can help myself, but what I try not to do is I try not to argue out of good faith. So it's something I am truly vested in. One of these things I'm vested in is the well-being of the Los Angeles street urban culture. That matters to me. I'm hugely into that. Joey Westside, shout out to Steele Yellow Pro Club. It very much is a pro club. Shout out to my brother Craze. We done with Steele. Yes, we are done with Steele and that crazy stuff. Shout out to V. what Glasses is saying, even though it's not right, is someone says that this is G Bentley, don't steal it, then you steal it. Even if he left the keys in it, he has the right to get you. That is true. And I expressed that to him.
You didn't read the end. It said I feel AD.
No, I'm not.
All
It's not. But I'm not looking. I'm not looking for people to agree with my positioning. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't. My stance is not formulated by trying to get a coat of people to follow what I think. I don't want.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
You know what he told me one day, AD and Peter. He said that people don't need to think on their own. They need a leader to think for them. So he's a dictator. He said he would be a dictator and tell people what to do.
I don't need them to agree. I just need them to listen and apply life.
People should have their own free will, bro. God gives people free will. You saying you above God? You ain't giving nobody free will.
That is definitely not true. You don't have a free will. If you go out and shoot somebody in the street, you're going to prison. If you don't pay taxes, you're going to prison.
I can decide if I want to go drink a glass of Hennessy right now. I can.
Consequences and free will are not mutually exclusive. You have the free will to make the decision with the consequences priced into the equation.
Yes, I'm telling you, our job as shepherds should be to guide sheep into correct places. You don't care for that. You like people just gonna make decisions, and then later on, you just sit up in your suburban mansion and judge them.
No, but that's largely what he just said.
The thing is this. See, he's still talking about that stuff with Puffy. I'm a news person. I got to report the news for Puffy just like I can, just like I'm a report on Lil Durk getting locked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but again, that's rooted in really just tactless conversation. Like you just taking advantage of another brother in a bad situation.
I didn't tell Puff to go do what he did, and I didn't tell Durk.
You don't know what Puff did because he's not been convicted of a crime.
And plus, these ain't my opinions. These are people I bring on to tell me what's happening.
Why would you bring those people on to give their opinion?
Hey, man.
Exactly. Shout out to my brother Craze for $2. We got cheese on that chicken Big Mac. Extra cheese. I'm Crip. I got cuz on his books. Malo. Shout out to the homie Psycho Gamer. $5 with AD on this. Crashing out. The guy who doesn't know is sucker shit, in my opinion. Check your girl, dude. A dude is just being a dude. It would be different if it was your homie. Exactly. Psycho Gamer, I'll be honest with you. If you think that a girl is just responsible when somebody disrespects you and sleep with your car, then you may be the same type of person who's not going to trip if somebody take your wallet. You'd be like, well, he just needed money.
He said doesn't know. That's, I think, not what we're talking about. We're talking, like, I might not know you personally, but I know that's you and that's your girl. We've never met before. Exactly. I'm fucking your girl. Like, I know. Like, that's
shout out to Lazarus Back. You're what we call sideline Crip, the one who gets shots at but don't shoot back. I don't know that person, my boy. It's way past that. Shout out to Bella Mac, $50. That's definitely because AD on. That's somebody gave her $50. We finna eat good for the whole week, baby. Chili cheese fries every day in true Los Angeles style. Thank you, Bill. Love you for that. Steele, still stealing. Shout out to Squishy Crushfield. Keep the super chats coming. That is player. Make sure y'all click that thumbs up button so this live could get shared and streamed everywhere. Again, this is No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, noon. Make sure you click the link in the description. Subscribe to the No Ceilings podcast on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else you get your podcast. New episode dropping tomorrow. Executive produced by Charlemagne the God, Black Effects, and iHeart Network. Shout out to Gulf Coast Connection. I love this fucking podcast show. Man, y'all number real. We all disagree. And this is the confusion. And this is what they say in the group chat. And this is Steele point. I think in their mind, they feel like I want them to agree with me. No, I'm just telling you what my brain has processed. I don't want you to agree with me. Steele, I don't care if you agree with me. I didn't come up with this. I get this, right? Because as a human being, most humans are they're in a dire need for approval from other humans. That's the connection. That's not what I'm searching for. I'm searching for how to conduct my life in the most efficient way. What makes sense? What's fair for me? I don't worship the streets still. I'm just a product of them. And it worked out for me. Maybe some people it don't work out for. Like problem. Like if it's P, you're right. Like P will come in and say somebody like his family died. And he's like, man, the streets ain't nothing. I'm like, well, what happened? And then that don't have nothing to do with the streets. The streets don't got nothing to do with people dying. People just die. People get shot all the time, and it don't have nothing to do with the streets. I don't know what the person did. What is worth street justice? What is worth the punishment? If you are the type of man that going to jail, nothing is worth going to jail, you just a buster. That's how I see it. I don't care if you agree. I don't care what people think. I really don't let me double down. As a black man in America, if you obey every law, you's a buster.
It's some stuff that's worth going to jail over.
But if you obey every law, if you preach and obey every law in America as a black man, you's a buster, because you know these laws were made to keep you down. So at that point, I don't respect you I'm not saying you should go out and live your life as an outlaw. I'm telling you how I live my life. It's up to you to make sense out your own life from what I'm telling you. I'm not trying. If you ask me what I think, I'm gonna tell you what I think the right way to go.
Yeah, but you just said, look, the analogy you said earlier, you said if somebody steals your wallet, it's a difference from somebody pickpocketing you or you leaving your wallet somewhere and somebody taking some money out of it. Those are two different things.
But if they know it's my wallet, AD.
If they don't know you, listen, as long as they know you exist, if they don't have no connection with you and you leave your wallet around, there's some hungry niggas over here. They're going to sit there and they're going to take the money out. They may call you and give you your ID back.
I'm going to feed them bullets. That's fair. If I would never see a man's wallet and I know which man's wallet that is and look at that as a come up. If I know that man exists, I know this is his property. I'm going to like homie said in South Central, I'm gonna return his property in equal or greater value. But again, we've created this space in society where people don't have to come to arise and be just as righteous as they can be. Like it's considered and highlighted to be a piece of shit. And y'all want me to be okay with it, and I can't.
Man, I told you, if I see somebody going in my car, I'm shooting.
That's because you are horrible as a person.
I didn't tell them to go in my car. They violated my personal space.
They don't even know it's your car.
Hey, well,
they are pretty sure they know it's not their car.
That's it. But again, I'm saying, and this is where I'm telling AD, the difference is if you know something is mine. Now, if you know something exists or it's not yours, then you shouldn't have to get bullets. That's different. But if you know it belongs to somebody else and you violate that respect to that man, really, I would be doing you a favor by deleting you off the planet.
So I would say there's 4 categories here to put it in the female cheating prism. There's, I thought she was single. There's, I know she has a boyfriend, but I don't know who he is. There's, I know it's Bob, but I've never met Bob. And then there's, I know that's Bob, and Bob's my friend. So those are like the 4 boxes of cheating, sounds like.
And number 4 is the bad one. But my thing is, like the wallet analogy, you have to blame yourself for leaving your wallet unattended to somewhere.
I do blame myself, but I'm also going to hold you accountable for you taking my wallet knowing it's not yours. See, accountability, I'm always going to figure out where I went wrong because I'm a player. So I'm always analyzing what did I do wrong. That's just how I get down. Always analyzing what I did wrong. And I'm going to hold myself accountable. Yes, I left my wallet. So the loss, I'm going to take it. But once you take my wallet and you know it's mine, I don't even want the money back. You feel me? You got it and you didn't care that it was mine. That's the problem.
That's just disrespect.
Again, back to girls. Same thing. If you sleep with my old lady and you know she's mine, it's not her. It's not you slept with her. It's the fact that you said, I'm not going to respect him and respect what he got going on. I'm going to move past that.
Facts.
And I'm going to do what I want to do.
Facts.
You deserve everything that should happen to you by disrespecting somebody.
Hey, man, it's just, that ain't your girl. It's just your turn. Now, if you put a ring on her, that's your wife, then I can feel, okay, that make a lot more sense. But if it's just a girl that you fucking with or that's your girlfriend, they're going to do what they're going to do regardless. That ain't your property. You don't own them. They're going to do what they do. So if you even let her in your presence be able to feel comfortable with her knowing what type of man you is to even step out on you in the first place, yeah, that's that bitch.
But 2 things are simultaneously true. A, the Julius Caesar standard, as you described it, And B, that guy's got a fuck you mentality to you.
Shout out to Baby Zilla. If she don't respect you, why should I? Well, that's why you kill them both, Zilla. You don't let nobody get off. You kill
First
them
of all, I don't think if a girl playing with me like that, first of all, dog, I'm not going to jail for it.
I'm not going to jail
And
either.
that's and listen, and
I'm
that's
not
what I
going to jail
told
for
G.
no rat.
I told G that you willing to throw everything that you got over her making a decision about that.
I'm not throwing away nothing. I'm throwing you away and her away.
See, G, if it's one of my friends doing it, I'm gonna kill him and let him live. I'm just not gonna mess with him no more.
That's cool. You just
I'm not messing with him no more. Now, if I find out, like, if it's one of my brothers, one of my friends that's messing with my old lady, he might have to kick some hot ones. But I'm not going to jail for no. I'm not going to jail for no rat, dog.
First off,
I'm not spending the rest of my life in prison behind no bro.
And that's exactly what I was telling G. Now, if it's your homie, then I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can say, you know what, that shit ain't. I can understand and sympathize. Like, damn, he did that because they was close. That make more sense to me. But somebody that just knows your existence and your girl get out of line, why would you throw your life away for her being a hoe?
If it's a dude that I don't know, he just doing what dudes do. I'm gonna say, well, man, he just doing what dudes do.
Exactly the point that I've been saying.
Listen, I get what y'all saying. I'm not mad. That's how y'all live y'all life. That is normal to y'all. Y'all are the fear of jail controls exactly the decisions you make. That's normal for most people.
This is not the fear of
not making
jail.
this cheese no more. It's the fear of like leaving your family alone and just
whatever it is. That's whatever that is. Fine. I'm not mad at that, right? But again, shout out to Lance Carter. What about the woman? She doesn't have to be held accountable. You kill both of them. Kelvin, I agree with AD. Got to be wife or BM at least. You shouldn't do anything over your BM. That's not yours.
Not over your BM for sure.
Yeah, that's not yours. Your baby mother is not yours. You share a child with her. Don't let that terminology confuse you. She's not your girl or your
baby mama do have some kind of thing.
No, you have no control over her life.
If she dies, it's just one less bill.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This is how I feel like this.
I like that.
It depends on the extent. If one of my homeboys want to mess with my woman and we got kids together, dog, I don't care how long we've been separated. That's a violation.
Yeah, you violation.
Yeah, but that's some emotion. I can't really relate to
that. Ain't emotion. That's violation. So
that's a violation.
You think somebody I know? You think I'm gonna be cool with Pete coming over here messing with my old lady? You gonna be divorced? Hell no, it ain't going down.
It ain't none of your business.
It is my business.
No,
that means he been
you signed the papers. You didn't sign the papers.
He waited his turn.
Hey, no,
you signed the papers.
He probably was plotting the whole time.
That sounds crazy.
The whole time.
Man, if one of y'all my partner, man, y'all go mess with my BM after y'all know that, man, it's a difference if y'all randomly meet up and you don't know. I could say, okay, he didn't know, but if you knew, that means you've been thinking in your mind the whole time.
That's not your BM, bro.
I agree
with that.
It's stretched out titties that I left behind. Go ahead and grab them.
That's your choice. How you talking about? So
They're
you
mine.
feel like you ain't
no
ready.
partner of mine no more.
It's the same thing, like you said. Somebody is doing something to disrespect you in spite.
How is it disrespect in spite if you broke up with this lady?
If you
that's
broke,
disrespectful. If somebody is fucking with G Malone's baby mama just to say, "Hey, that's G Malone baby mama. That's why I did it." It's the same thing.
That's different. That's
yours.
A different motivation.
That's not yours.
But the motivation is to disrespect that man.
But then the motivation.
All disrespect.
So now, if the person is saying that to me, right? So this is two different situations. If the person is saying that to me, or this is his intentions, I'm going to do this. It's not even over her at that point. It's the fact that you disrespected me by telling me this.
If I buy glasses, used car, and paint it a different color, it's not disrespecting fucking glasses.
Exactly.
He got rid of it.
So then y'all probably not real friends then, because your real friends, right? My homies that I really, really fuck with, when I look at that woman, they are automatically in the sister category, the family category. That lust factor don't even enter my mind at that point. So even when they're done, I keep that same standard. You fucked with my peoples. You family forever. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree, I got respect.
Hold on.
I'm not saying my personal choice, but I'm saying if I'm the judge and this is court, that's how I'm seeing the court.
Hold on, man. There's too many other women in the world.
Hold on. So let me get this right. So the person that is actually yours, not somebody you just got pregnant and you're not with no more. The person that's actually yours, you feel like that's not worth throwing your life away over somebody disrespecting you by taking it for a drive. But the person who you just slept with and impregnated and you're not with no more, that will make you throw your life away.
No, I didn't say. I ain't saying
I
about
don't
going
think
to
you
jail
throw
for
your life
nobody.
away for either one.
But we would
I'm
have
just
problems
saying.
no more. You couldn't be my homeboy no more
You can't be no homie no more.
Why?
because you out of pocket.
G, you family to me. If you
Over there
had
digging
a
in my
baby
trash.
mama, your baby mama came to my house butt ass naked, I couldn't do that out of respect for you. I don't give a fuck.
You know what's out of pocket,
The
Steele?
reason I try my best, if I know somebody has a kid, right? If I know, because there's girls I've met that I didn't know that they was together, right? But again, something is happening where we grow up at that confuses that people you impregnate are now your girlfriend, and you control exactly what they do for all of their life.
You know why you think that
Hold
way,
on,
bro?
let me
Because you don't have
finish.
no kids.
Exactly. You know why I didn't have no kids? Because my intentions were to get married and have kids, not just sleep with somebody and impregnate them and then feel like I got a stock of women that I can control or care about their life. See, this is my issue when it starts being emotion versus logic. Now, the reason I wouldn't mess with my homeboy's kid's mother knowingly, right? I wouldn't do it knowingly, is because I know how men feel about their baby mothers. I know most men date all their baby mothers. They feel like all of the women that they impregnate are now theirs. They belong to their collection, and nobody that knows them should
That's
ever
not
sleep
true
with them.
because she can go
not
start her
Listen.
life with somebody I don't know and I'm
Because
cool
I
with
can
that.
give a fuck what my
Hold
baby
on,
mama
hold
is doing.
on, hold on.
As long as it don't affect my kids.
Hold on. If it has any requirements, any girl that I used to talk to that I don't talk to, it don't matter who she talked to. Even still, if I had a girl that people lust for and then they waited their turn, I don't have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Because guess what? It's okay that you lust
they
for
can still be
somebody.
your homie. They can still be your homie.
I don't ironically, something like this happened. Ironically, something like this has happened to me. That person felt like he didn't want to interact with me no more. I didn't have no thought. If you hold up, let me finish. If you marry some girl that I was knocking down and that was your future wife, I am not upset at you. I'm just not.
See, I wouldn't mess with none of the homies' girls. That's why I'm glad I'm married. I'm glad I ain't got no baby mama because there's some snakish dudes out here. You like my brother, G. As much as I love you, if I found out you was messing, see, it's different levels. If it's just somebody I know, dude, that's different. Okay, I know him. He a clown. He a mark, whatever. But if it's one of my bros like G, me and G gonna have to squab him.
Why would you squab him? Yeah, y'all are.
The question is, why would you care? AD said,
just because
I don't care what my baby mama does, and also said, if you fuck her, who I don't care what she does, we're not cool.
Man,
those two things don't necessarily equate.
If it's Joe Blow that I don't know, man, whatever. I'll buy y'all wedding gift. Good for y'all. She got somebody. But if it's one of my friends, it makes me think that y'all had something going on before anyway. You've been plotting on me.
100%.
So your insecurity is driving your anger.
That's not insecurity.
That is insecurity.
There's billions of women out there. Why would you want to fuck with the one that I had a child with?
Why do it care if that's not your girl? You're not with her.
It's still disrespect.
How?
Because
let me get this right. Let me get this right. Hold on. Let me get this right. I got it. Shout out to V. Brought up a good point. G. Didn't G say your baby mother was extended family to Cam Newton? Yes, it is, but it's not your wife. You can't cry because somebody sleep with your sister. You can't cry because somebody sleep with your cousin. You can't cry because somebody slept with your auntie. She is not one of your wives. Just because you hold up.
Man,
just listen.
Out of violation.
You said a girlfriend.
Hold on.
Girlfriend ain't
I'm telling you, anything that belongs to me, not somebody who I share a child with.
She don't belong to you, period.
No, again, if she says she's mine.
Thinking you own the woman
it's not
is already the wrong mentality.
It's not. You don't own nothing. You can't own a house in California, AD. If you don't pay the taxes, it's not yours. So there's no true ownership even where we from. If you don't, like your car, your nice car that you spend $140,000 for, if you don't pay the registration, it's no longer yours. They will take it and say, you need to pay us this every year or we'll sell it and won't give you nothing. So you don't own anything here. It's not about ownership. It's
You're
somebody
paying to own,
recognizing it. Huh?
You're paying to own.
No, you don't. You pay for it
Eventually, if
forever.
you keep paying, I will own that car.
No,
I will
you
have the
won't,
title
because
for
They
that
ain't gonna
car.
give you some fines. See, they ain't gonna
But
take your
you're
car for not
still
paying
gonna
hold
them
up.
have to pay
That
the
taxes.
is not
registration.
true, Steele.
You gotta pay the
If
They
registration.
ain't
you don't,
gonna take your car. How they gonna
yes,
get them
they
out the garage?
still. This is California. One thing you can't tell me how this works. If you don't pay your registration, if you park a car you own, it could be a $300,000 Phantom. You could park it on the streets. If it's registered past a year old, they will tow your car and say the only way you can get this car is by paying the registration
True.
fee.
Been
But if
there.
they get them out the
Car
garage,
owned it
they
free and
cool.
clear. Owned it free and clear. Laid on the tags.
And right. You can go get it out the impound and tow it. But if you put it on the city streets, you have to pay them every year. It's on the
I
city
wish I could
street.
get out of California. California gets crooks, a bunch of crooks out here.
Quick question though. If you say, I don't care what my baby mama does, and everybody knows that, right? Including your friends. You say to your friends, I don't give a
That
fuck
don't
what
mean
she
I
does.
give Peter the permission to come over there creeping.
Oh, all right. Just play with me here. Bad language choice. We're going to ignore that. If you don't care, honestly, then how is it disrespect? And if you don't care, then how can you be bothered by whatever?
Because
Then,
it's the homie.
then you not caring is just a
It's the
lie.
homie. It's the
What
homie.
if he has? What if he
No,
has? What
because
if
the
he has?
homie, listen,
What if he
we
has better
supposed to have some
intentions?
code of
Hold
honor
on, hold
amongst
on,
each
hold
other
on, hold on,
if
hold
we're
on.
homies.
I got a question. What if he has better intentions? What if you slept with her with the worst intentions, but he wanted to be with her for the best of intentions?
Sucker shit.
I wouldn't give a damn. He's a snake.
Yep.
Why is
Go
he a
do that shit with
snake?
somebody else.
Then
He's
how
a
can
snake.
you genuinely not care? That's my only question.
So you would be cool with some
This
your
has
homie's
nothing to
kids.
do
Look
with
at
this
the
If
has
picture.
nothing to do with the
it's a
baby
girl I
mama.
don't care about,
This has nothing to do with the baby mama. This has everything to do with somebody that's supposed to be my partner.
So again, so what your thought is, and this is the difference between where I stand, where y'all feel like this could be sucker. Well, I'm telling you, somebody is messing with somebody that they know is in a situation with me and disrespecting me and disrespecting my situation by sleeping with her. You wouldn't trip over that. But somebody that you slid the pipe to and got pregnant, not with or broke up with because you didn't think it was going to work, somebody else thought it was, you're mad about that.
See, you're missing the point. The point is, I told you a random guy fucking your girl has no loyalty to you. We're talking about a friend, somebody that's supposed to be your partner. If your partner fuck your girlfriend, he's a snake. If your partner fuck your baby mama, he's a snake. It's all across the board, the same shit.
Why
It's
do you
your homie that know what you got going on. He know how you feel about a female or how you felt about a female in any type of capacity that he took that and exploited that for his own benefit. That's not your friend.
but if he knows that how you feel is utterly indifferent, then how is it marginalizing you? That's all I'm saying.
Once
He's saying if
again,
you said you don't care.
if you don't listen, if I don't care what my baby mama right now, I got two baby mamas. I can give a fuck about who they fucking on, whatever the situation is. But if somebody that I rock with and they with me every day happens to even creep down that aisle, you are not my friend in any capacity.
That's what I'm saying. See, it makes sense.
Why
So
is that, though?
you wouldn't have a
I
problem.
understand.
Hold on 1 second. So AD, let's get this straight now. If it's somebody regular Joe Blow, you don't care, going about your business. But if Pun pull up to the studio one day and your baby mama in the car with him, it's gonna be an issue, right?
We all understand that. We've been through that. I just want to know why. I just
If
want to know the
you're indifferent.
rationale.
If you're indifferent, if you say you don't
If you
care,
genuinely don't care,
you know what the truth is? Because you think you got her pregnant or she's your ex, there's some level of foreverness about it. And that is the problem.
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I
Because how could you?
I have to deal with this woman in some type of capacity at least for 18 years.
What difference does
I
that make?
have
If you,
no,
what
I
difference does
have
that
to
make
deal.
if
I
you
have to
don't
deal
want
with her.
to?
but you don't
I
have to
can't-
care.
That means
No,
you
it's not about
care.
that. Once again, I have to deal with this person. Nobody can call themselves my brother or homie and come around me and deal with anybody that I fucked with.
Why
Unless,
if you don't care?
what do you mean?
Because you care.
I care more about my homie and me and his loyalty.
I'm saying you have to.
This has nothing to do with the
no
girl.
Other girl. You wouldn't care about no other girl he was sliding. So that means you care about the girl.
Listen,
so why
That
not
means
just
you
say,
out of line. That means you out of pocket.
shout out to the homie
A friend
name
wouldn't
brand.
do nothing like that.
Shout out to the homie name
I
brand.
just want the rationale.
There is no rationale. Again, this has always been revenge and justice. One is rooted in emotions. One is rooted in logics and the way the world is working. Name brand. So what if he asks you first? Does that make a difference? Okay, that's a great question for you, AD. Let's
how
say
do you
one of
even
your
get
partners,
to that level to ask me?
Hold up.
Fuck with my
Listen.
baby mama.
Listen, let's say AD, let's say one of your partners, right? Let's say you meet this girl, y'all meet this girl, right? And she chews up. Y'all both see her. You and Siete, you see her, she chews up. She chews you, but he like her.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all talking, y'all mess around, y'all have a baby. You ain't tripping, you just, whatever. And, it don't work out. Y'all let it go, but y'all got a kid. But Siete really dig her. And he come to you, he say, hey, man, I really like this girl. Like, she, like wifey type. Feel me? I'll marry her.
Once again, that's sucker shit. So she chose up on you, and you waited the whole time for us to have our relationship and our
you
kids
just said
to sit there and try to get your turn. No, that means that you've been plotting from the get-go.
Exactly.
You just said it's always. You just said it's your. So when I hold up,
they're plotting from the get-go.
Hold up.
You waited until you
it
felt
don't
like
matter
the smoke
if they
was
was
clear
from,
for your
matter
real situation
it
to come out.
It don't matter if they was.
So in other words,
the
person respected you in your time.
Nah.
Yes.
To me.
You said it's your turn.
To me, you's a sucker ass nigga.
Yep. And I would tell him, if you cool without being in my presence.
The bitch already disrespected you from choosing up on you anyway. You supposed to move on from
How
that
was that
anyway.
disrespect? She might have thought you was the good one and was wrong.
Guess what? He's a sucker for waiting this whole time.
Everyone knows women
so wait a minute.
are bastions of good judgment.
Let me take off my frames for this.
I don't want to hang with that nigga then.
Let me take my frames off for this.
You was a weirdo.
Hold on. Let me take my frames off. So you just said that I am tripping because if somebody knows I exist and they know that this is the girl that I'm in a relationship, if I trip on them because they violated knowing I was there, they disrespected me. Because if you sleep with my girl knowing that this is my girl, you're disrespecting me. Even if she lets you, it don't mean she isn't too. She is too, but you are too because you know this is my girl. So you sleep with her and she does it. Y'all both disrespected me. I'm wrong if I trip. But you who slept with a lady or you was with this lady, y'all broke up because it wouldn't work. You is disrespect. And you told me I was tripping because you said it's not disrespectful. They don't know you. This what dudes do. But you saying it's different. Somebody that you're not with, that is not your lady, that you just slept with and got pregnant, that's okay to trip.
Once again, you're missing the number one part. The number one part is this is somebody that's supposed to be your friend versus somebody who don't owe you no type of loyalty. I owe you loyalty because you're my friend. You call me your little brother, right?
Sure.
So you said that if something was to happen to me, you're gonna want to do something to somebody, right?
Yes.
So if you feel that way about me, there's no way, shape, or form that you should even look at my bitch or anybody that I've dealt with to begin with and even look at them in a way like that. We're supposed to be homies.
No.
But okay. But at the point that happened, all right.
Hold on, Pete. The respectful part is you can't help how you look at somebody. You can help your actions, right? You don't act on that. Okay, so how far does this go? What if somebody bought your old car that you loved and then they bought it after you sold it?
I don't give a fuck about the car.
What if you love this car? This was your car.
No, you can't equate women to cars. It's a whole different thing.
What?
I thought that's what Keeping It Player was about.
You love cars like that.
Why not say you still care?
I switched the car every year.
And this is the point. And I guess this is the point I'm trying to get to. Shout out to Lance Carter, because this is the whole point I'm trying to make about everybody in this chat saying that. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Yeah, you gonna care about somebody you got a child with, dog.
Then tell the truth.
No, I'm not.
That don't mean you want to be with her romantically. That means you care about them.
No, yes, you do, because you worry about what she's doing. Of course
with
you
my
do.
homeboy. I don't care about the baby mama. I'm caring about the love and loyalty with me and my bro. You can't be my right-hand man or somebody that I care about, and you would dip with anybody that I fucked with to begin with.
But for the reason for
That's
that
how
is
I'm wired as a man. I'm not gonna fuck with a girl that Glasses had a baby with. I'm gonna cut that shit right off, right to begin with.
Listen,
reason
I
for
am
that-
I'm the same way, Pete. I'm sorry, just before you go. I'm the same way because I know how people feel about women. Even when you're lying, saying you don't care, I know the truth. Even in this situation where right now I'm telling y'all, if somebody mess with y'all lady, y'all would trip. But again, because y'all saying this, y'all want to make yourself feel more player, but it's coming out based off the fact that even somebody that's not your girl, that's your baby mother, you just share a child with her. It's not your girl. Somebody, you will be bothered if somebody slept with her that know you exist.
If they were my friend, not if they knew I exist. If a nigga that
Okay.
knew I existed fucked my
Hold up,
baby mama,
hold
I
up.
don't care.
Hold up. Let's say who's out of our circle of people that we know exist. That we know though.
Chris Brown from the hood nearby you, right?
Oh no. You know Chris.
That's my
Let's
boy.
say it's Chris. Oh no, that's your boy. You fuck Chris. Who is somebody outside of our wheelhouse? AV. Y'all, you and AV cool.
That's
Y'all kind of friendly.
I used to be around AV down there every day for.
But I'm saying y'all kind of friendly. Y'all have a relationship, but y'all not the greatest of friends. Y'all not bad. You know.
Yes.
You didn't develop. You know, y'all didn't hang at each other's house. You know how all the stuff that made us bond. You don't have necessarily that particular bond.
We kind of do though. But even look, let's just use him for an example,
Okay.
right? We are not bros like that we talk all the time and have any type of
y'all
you know
have
what I'm
a
saying,
great
respect for each other.
Yeah.
If he was to hit my baby mama, I wouldn't feel no way about it.
What if he married your baby mama?
I wouldn't feel no way about it.
Okay, well, I can respect that. What about that, Steele? What if it's somebody that's not our friend, that's outside of our wheelhouse, right? But they know us. They've been around. Let's say.
But even then, we couldn't develop a deeper friendship from that point.
So why not just say you care?
Yeah, that's different, G. If it's a dude that we know but not the homie, y'all gonna, that's whatever. That's their business.
Our relationship was already like, okay, it's whatever, right? No disrespect, whatever, but you don't owe me no loyalty to not want to marry my baby mama or anything like that. I'm not mad at that. Do your thing. You get what I'm saying?
What I don't get is where's the violation of somebody marrying, even your friend marry your baby mother, unless you love her and care about her.
The reason that
there
is a standard.
Shout out to King. Yeah, he said it the right way.
We got it right. We got it right.
He got it right.
No, the reason that is a standard among friends is because you don't even want to approach that degree of vulnerability for there being a crack in the friendship, right? This is all existing in the hypothetical vacuum that somebody really doesn't care. I wouldn't do something to one of my friends that I knew would really upset them and cause them grief because they're my friend. Why would it be a no-fly zone to do something that I know does not have any negative impact on them because they genuinely don't care? Like I wouldn't, I don't know, like say a thing. If some guy was like, I hate that freaking comedian, I wouldn't open for the guy because my friend hates his guts. Yeah, I know it would bother him.
Shout out to King. Shout out to King Edwang. Glasses fail to realize that there's infidelity in the friendship, not in the past relationship. It's still a ship. You care about the ships. King, that doesn't make any logical sense.
That makes sense to me.
Sense in the world.
It makes sense to me.
See, but this is the problem when y'all confuse sense with how you feel. That it's not a logical position. You don't.
Very logical.
It's not
infidelity in your friendship. It's still a ship. If you have a friendship,
what difference do it make if you just slept with a woman?
Because you care about your homie, right?
So then you should just want your homie to be happy, unless you care about the girl.
You can be happy with somebody else.
Infidelity is for this purpose. If you and your husband or wife or whatever are swingers, you know that in the swinger world, you're not bothered by the other person having sex with somebody else at the swinger party. But it's a general rule that you don't fuck around on your partner because typically your partner would be fucking crushed. It's the same thing with the friendship. You don't fuck around on your friend's girl because you know it would crush your friend and destroy your friendship. So it's just a standard. It's a precautionary standard. If you know for a fact infallibly that the person wouldn't be crushed, wouldn't give a flying fuck, how in the hell? It's like going to court and suing. What are the damages? Well, I mean, principally.
Shout out to Michelle. So basically, Glasses is okay with his homie having kids with his baby mama, and he'll still be fine, cool with them. Kids looking alike and all. The fact that y'all keep using, it's almost dangerous and completely ridiculous that you keep referencing the term baby mother as some level of possession over a woman. That is not your baby mother. You share a child with her.
Yes, your child's mother.
Yeah, but do you believe? Do
It's
you
you-
believe that
Your cousin doesn't
Wait a
mean it's
minute.
your cousin like it's your
Do
t-shirt.
you believe that the decisions that your baby mama make will directly have an effect on your child to some type of capacity?
Yes.
Okay, then. So you do have to steer in some sort of way or form of fashion. You have to do something.
Which means it's your girl.
That does not mean that's your girl.
Stop
If
putting your hands out
No,
like,
it's not.
like you
Listen,
made some sense.
If I do something, right?
If you have to, if you listen, AD, if
No,
you
wait, G,
have
hold
to
on, hold on,
still
hold on.
be
Let me-
involved,
no, let
so
me say
why
what I gotta
not
say.
just say
Let me
you
say
love
what-
her
no,
and you want to
let me
guide her
say what I
lifestyle?
have to say. Let me say what I have to say. I
You
have
mean
two
about
baby
no
mamas.
love?
The
You love
romance,
her.
no, the romance factor of that is non-existence at the end of the day. But if I can do something as a father to help my baby mama's life get better, to make my son's life better or my daughter's life better, then I'm going to do that. It has nothing to do with the female. It
When
has
you-
everything to do with the son, with my kid.
When
why this
you have
exercise
kids
is so
with a
AD?
mom and it's done and it's not a union
Okay,
thing anymore,
okay.
you cede that right. You're done with that. Like
Okay,
you can
okay.
kind of try to mitigate, but you're
What
done
if you
because
know
you didn't want
your
to be with her. You don't
homeboy-
want to have that kind of
What
control
if
of
you
your
know
offspring.
Siete is a better dude than you?
They don't have nothing to do with nothing.
What does it have to do with it?
You saying you want the best for your child?
I want the best for my child.
It don't mean I need you over there, but my kid being trying to be stepdaddy.
But then again, listen, you are defying the friendship. You keep forgetting
How
that
how
part.
is it an abandonment of friendship? Why is it a betrayal of friendship?
because it
G,
is.
do you think you're a good guy?
I know it.
Okay, I think if you ask everybody, they're gonna say, "Oh, I'm a good person." Everybody makes bad decisions, but most people are gonna say, "I'm a great person." Nobody thinks
Not
of
me.
themselves like I'm a piece of shit.
Me?
Most people
you
know
don't.
that. Most people
Hell
know
yeah.
they
Do I
are.
tell everybody I'm a shit
You do
person?
not think. Oh, internally, I do not think that you think that you're a piece of shit.
He
You may
definitely
Yeah,
feel
you don't
like
know me.
He definitely thinks.
Well-
that. Shout out to Revenge. Glasses, do you have a BM? That's the answer. The answer is no, because my goal was to
so. Then
marry
you're not
someone.
qualified to talk about this.
Hold
Then. How
up.
about
That's
that?
what I was gonna say.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
You
tell
ain't
you
have
why.
no
I'm
idea.
gonna tell you.
No.
I'm gonna
GC,
tell you my
do this the problem.
qualifications.
No. I'm gonna get you right now. You do this the problem. You say problem is not a gang member, so he shouldn't talk about street shit. You shouldn't talk about baby mamas until you get one. Boom.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the difference. I have to interact.
Got his ass.
I
No,
got
you
his
didn't.
ass.
No,
Yes, I did.
Got his
It's
ass.
the
No, I
same
disagree.
shit.
I don't
you
think
know,
he got
I'm
it
gonna
for the
tell you why
following
you didn't get me. Because you pieces of shit ass niggas keep running around getting everybody pregnant.
Yeah, and then act
Everybody.
like here's my
But you're
thing.
not with
But
none of
you
these.
say
You're
that-
not
you say
marrying
the
none of these.
same
Hold up.
shit.
Let me
Oh,
finish.
hold on.
Hold up. Yeah, let me finish. You're not marrying none of these ladies. Y'all just going around and one dude impregnate 9 people. And you think
I
all
don't
these
have no-
people
hold
supposed to
on,
hold up,
hold
shut
on.
up, Steele.
That's
Shut
not
your
always true.
ass up,
I
shut
don't have
up.
baby mamas. I got
Be
one
on
wife.
your
I
ass.
got
Hold
all my
on,
kids with
Steele.
my wife.
Hold on,
And you
Steele.
can't talk about it either, then,
Shut
Steele.
your ass up. So you feel like you can go around and impregnate a quarter of our population, and then they off the market because
Hell
you
yeah, off
niggas don't want to know.
limits.
Hold up.
Off limits.
Hold
So just say
on.
men ain't shit then.
Hold on.
I see that
hold
smirk,
on,
Steele. I see it,
hold on,
Steele.
Off limits.
I see that
hold
smirk,
on.
Steele.
And that's y'all problem. That's y'all raggedy ass problem. That's y'all raggedy ass problem.
That's what
Y'all keep
and
going
then act like
everybody, and then I gotta be stuck to pick amongst everybody, baby mama.
Guess what?
Turning out
There's
everything because
billions of women out there.
it's not.
Billions.
I don't want
There's
to
billions of choices to make.
to need a woman because y'all done got everybody pregnant. We know.
But
Try to run and hide behind
so
this
you
about.
can't tell Problem that he's not qualified to talk about street shit if he's not a gangster then.
The difference is the only gang members he interact with is us.
No, he interacts with all type of gang
No,
members.
he don't.
And
Problem
he's
be up in the
qualified to
valley in
talk
his
about
nice
that.
house. He don't got no group chat with no bunch of gang members. He interact with
Man,
us.
you don't know who he talked to. You said it. Don't talk
So
about
him
the streets.
talking about
you
us.
said don't talk about the streets if you're not
I'm
from the
not
streets.
talking about
well,
what my
you
baby.
can't
Listen,
talk about baby mamas because you don't got one. I don't want to hear from you.
but that's different. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the confusion. I'm telling you the confusion. I have to deal with nothing but baby mamas.
And
Gee, everybody don't have kids.
Everybody got kids. I'm
probably
44.
Man, like
What, I'm gonna meet somebody 22?
It's probably the women you like.
I'm gonna meet somebody
It's probably
21.
the women you like.
Who don't got
You
kids
need to-
at 34?
You need to expand your horizons. Go somewhere else where they ain't
Why
got no
do
kids.
I gotta fly to
I got
another
some
state?
aunties that ain't got no
Hold on.
kids right
Why
now.
do I gotta fly to another state or leave
They need
my
some
environment?
meat.
Hold on. Why do I have to leave my environment to meet somebody? Because y'all raggedy ass niggas won't put on a condom.
So don't complain about your environment then.
I just
I'm
want to
not.
know how is the
Don't complain
rationale
about the
that I
environment.
care about the outcome of my kids when predetermined the outcome is that you don't have control over their time and space because you're not there all the time.
Y'all saying that we pieces of shit. I'm hearing y'all two niggas is pieces
Hold on,
of shit.
Crown. It's not
I'm seeking rationale. That's all.
You said you a piece of shit by default. You said he's a good person.
Well,
hold up. I'm a good crip.
For the conversation, I'm seeking rationale by
I'm
default.
a good crip. It's different.
I'm seeking rationale.
Crown, not your friends. No, not my friends. Right? But then there have been situations where I end up talking to some girl that end up having because I didn't know that this was their baby mama because these dudes is going around impregnating everybody.
And guess what? When you found out, did you continue the relationship?
I immediately have to stop and ask them.
Okay, because you care about the friendship. If you didn't care about the friendship, you would just do it.
So now I can't never meet nobody because every one of y'all cry about all 30 of your baby mamas.
Guess what? Change your surroundings. You keep finding the baby mama pot. Go somewhere else.
Why do I have to move somewhere else to meet women?
So why do you got to stop once you figure out they somebody baby mama?
Because y'all love these women and you won't admit it.
So it ain't got nothing to do with love, G.
That's all it's about.
It's about respect.
I realize the respect is predicated on the idea that you love them.
That don't mean
that's what the respect is predicated on.
It ain't none of your business. You should have married her and been with her.
Okay, if you honestly feel that way, why would you stop? Because you care about the friendship.
Because
if you didn't care about the friend cares.
Because the friend cares.
That's why.
It's not. If he didn't actually care like you saying you don't, it wouldn't matter.
You just said that most men would tell you, even if they don't care, you still feel that they care, right?
Because they're lying. Like they lied to that girl. Like they lied to that girl that got pregnant to get her pregnant.
Say that they don't care.
Like they lied to that girl to get her pregnant. All the other lies they tell, I know you a damn liar. So I have to beat your lying ass.
So you tell him you ain't never cheated on a bitch before?
No.
Never.
I usually break up with him fast.
Oh my God!
I don't get with him
right now.
He's
bullshitting right now.
I'm telling you the
you
truth.
Acting like you just the knight in shining armor.
I'm not. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. No, the raggedy.
Hold
up.
The
raggedy things I do are not the same type of raggedy things everybody.
So don't condemn nobody else for doing shit.
I'm not condemning them. I just told you the whole stream started off telling you. If you sleep with somebody that I'm interacting with, right, and you know I'm interacting, even if you're not my friend, you should respect me. You don't have to know me to respect me, but if you hear my name and it don't bring no respect in your mouth, if you think the vagina is more important, then I'm going to do something to you. I'm going to do something to you.
Would you marry a baby mama?
Most likely I'm going to have to. Most likely I'm going to have to. Most likely I'm gonna have to, because y'all don't actually.
Why is y'all saying y'all?
You have baby mamas?
Who?
You. So yes, y'all. Y'all the dudes who go around impregnating all these women without marrying the sisters. Y'all just making these.
Hold up. Great intentions.
Hold up.
With both, I had great intentions with both my baby mamas.
I have a wife.
It just didn't happen to work out.
Hold up, y'all. I'm saying y'all because y'all go around and do that same thing.
I have a wife.
We know, Steele, you don't count. You can't
I don't
participate in this
I don't have
conversation.
baby mothers.
Yeah, so you aren't eligible to even talk about this shit.
Man, listen, I'm 35 years old. I have a 15-year-old daughter. I have a 5-year-old son. I was with my first baby mama, mind you, since I was 17. We did almost 10 years. I'm still a little
Why
boy.
you
I'm
didn't
still
marry her?
Listen, as a kid, being a dumbass kid, whatever situation happened, all that, I wasn't ready to sit there and be married. And another thing too, my dad got married maybe I want to say 5 times or something like that. So in the back of my mind, I've always said I want to be married one time. I want to make sure I get it done the right way. I don't want to get divorced and have to remarry and do all the extra shit. And no, I didn't want to do that. Shit didn't work out with the first one. 10 years go by.
So why get her
I have a
pregnant?
child with another woman that
So why get the women?
listen. The thought process at the time was, I'm going to marry this woman one day. The second one, I'm going to marry this woman one day. Even my girlfriend now, I have the thought process.
Then why
I'm going
not
to
get her
marry her
pregnant
someday.
that day?
You said what?
Then why not get her pregnant that day?
They ain't how
Those
shit
guys
work.
waiting
Ain't that
for
how
the kid to
hold
be
up,
here.
hold up, AD. Ain't that how Still Hands did?
Hey, I don't regret it. I got my children. I love my children.
That's the
You feel me?
problem.
Me loving my children is a problem.
No, the problem is that you was okay with getting these women pregnant, but you wasn't okay with, you was rushing to get them pregnant,
And they
but you
was
wasn't
okay.
rushing to marry them.
And they was okay with allowing me to knock them down.
But you should be the
It's a two-
responsible
it's a
Now they
two-way
person.
okay
street.
with your friend letting them knock him down too.
It's a two-way street. Y'all just look. Y'all
You
just
want it to
look.
be a cul-de-sac.
So let me ask both of y'all right now. Do y'all have any friends right now that you like, damn, if I would fuck they girl or they wife?
It's not
No,
about
answer the
us.
question.
Listen, I know.
I only
Listen,
got like
it's
4
not.
friends.
I'm gonna tell you the problem.
Okay.
It's not about us. What we're trying. So the reason I understand it's a problem, bro, is because I know you love her. I'm
This has
just trying
nothing
to
to
get
do
you.
with love.
Yes, it
If I
does.
temporarily love somebody and we have no romance at all anymore, I still have to conversate with this woman because I have a
You don't
child with her.
understand the dynamics, and this is men from our community's problem. You don't understand the dynamic of what happens when you procreate with another person.
And you don't understand that there's women who don't have babies. You
I'm
just
not.
can't find them.
I do know some, but I just don't know a ton of them.
Well, you don't want them then. Why don't
There's
you go for
also
the one?
aliens in
What
the
you mean? 'Cause
universe.
they be
I can't
20.
find those either.
Why
okay?
don't you go? No, there's women out there who don't have no kids. Why don't you go for a woman that don't have no kids?
So what you're saying to me is,
You're saying that you don't want
out
to
of
be.
all the women I meet, the small population, because remember, these women got to be grown because I'm a grown up.
Again, you have a 1 in 3. So go find the 3 in LA. And best of luck making sure that 1 in the 3 is the one. The one.
So you reducing the population down. No, and this is my problem, AD. This is where accountability falls on y'all. Like, y'all gotta stop impregnating these girls and marry these girls before you impregnate them.
Don't argue about the conditions if you're not trying to change the conditions.
I-
You argue.
The
Your argument
reason, the
you
reason.
mad.
Hold
No,
up,
you
listen.
mad because
I'm
you
not.
saying that all these guys is knocking these females down, and the places that you choose to go and find women, none of them are available because of piece of shit men.
No. What I'm saying to you is,
You dealing with a piece of shit woman then that allow herself to deal with a piece of shit man.
I'm not even disagreeing with you there. But what I'm saying to you is, if you come to the conclusion you love her because you procreated with her, then we can start having a real conversation about the.
Well,
Hold
if
up,
that's the case,
hold on,
you should still
listen,
be with that woman then. If you still love her.
listen. You should actually start to procreate after you marry her. That way you don't feel like you have to control her life, somebody else's life, and everybody else's life based off a decision you made temporarily. I'm not saying I don't agree. Me and Peter, we not saying we would mess with your kid's mother, bro. That's not player. Because you know what? But I'm gonna tell you, you know why that is? Because I know you love her.
Hey,
No,
AD,
real
G
quick.
said
you
gotta
can't
be
play the
like
moral
God.
police shit. You are
I'm
a
not.
crip.
I'm just saying I know
are
you love her.
crip, but you want to sit there and say, "Oh, this is right." When it comes down to women, you
AD.
can't pick and choose.
You
Hey,
love her.
Real fast.
He said you gotta be like God and say, let's chill, let's settle down.
Yes, you should. The fact that that's a joke, but you can just make kids without marrying these
if
women
I
is
still
not the
have
joke.
any ounce of love for my baby mom,
Oh,
then
you
I
love
don't.
her. She gave
No,
you your
Here's
kid.
a real world example.
Go ahead.
Two of my good friends, I got Malcolm and Jamal, right? Different mentalities entirely. Malcolm has stated openly anything in his tracks is off limits. And he's had a couple like serious girlfriends in his life, whatever the hell. But I wouldn't do it. I know how he's wired. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Jamal wouldn't give a fuck. Jamal told me one time that he got in an argument with his baby mama and she threatened to fuck me to get him mad, and he laughed and said, "Here's his number."
And guess what?
I gave her my number.
You like that
You
because
and Jamal relationship that comes down to that, that's a line that you could cross. He's told you that.
I know. I'm not saying, but that's what I'm saying. One cares, one doesn't. One's a friendship violation, one isn't.
Yes,
I'm not gonna
on the person.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll the dice on it. You don't know till you know, whatever the hell. I mean, I don't have an appetite for it anyway. But I'm saying if you genuinely don't care, it's not a violation. It's only a violation because
you love her.
No, you care about the act. The act of somebody crossing you in any type of capacity. That's what I care about.
Hold on.
If you don't care, it's not crossing you.
It's not a violation. It's a violation because you love her.
It's a homie violation.
Because you love her.
It's not a homie violation if you're a real player and you don't care.
Real homies don't do that to each other.
That's not true.
Real players don't care.
A player, but you love her. Shout out to Crown. Now Diddy doesn't care. You see what Diddy was doing. He was paying money to have somebody knock her down and still got jealous enough to max her out in a hotel hallway because he loves her.
Well, yeah, he loves her. He kept her around that long time, right?
Shout out to Les Carter. How is that a cross if you don't care? All I'm saying is there's two things I want to happen. I wish brothers from our background would admit they love their baby mother. That would fix a lot of problems.
Some people do. I'm just not that person.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. There's no romantic bone in my body.
Not love her in the way that you want to be with her, but you care about her.
I'm probably one of the, I say this all the time. After me and my child's mothers cease to exist, I've never had sex with them again. I've never attempted to have sex with them again. I've never flirted with them. It never was nothing like that.
Not the only way to show affection or care or love.
Well, that's how I show affection.
No, it's not. That's just the easiest. That's just the easiest. No, that's not true. That's just the easiest, simplest, and most beneficial personal way for you to do it. Now, when you raise your kids, you give your kids mother for shoes. That's love. The fact that you will help your baby mother in the jam, that's love. What's crazy is you actually have to start seeing real.
Okay,
hold up.
So it's not a romantic love.
Just feel
love.
me. Just feel me. You actually start learning what real love is once you break up with her. Once you leave her with the kid. That's when you start to learn real love. Because see, all the love before that is all about your benefit. It's all about you busting a nut. It's all about what you're doing. It's all about your fun. But when you break up with her and she just has your kid, that's the first time you start to understand what love is. The fact that you have to care about somebody while they're doing, like Steele, like listen,
you
can't tell me that because
you ain't got no kids.
It don't have nothing to do with kids.
You can't tell me that.
I can't tell you
impregnate a woman and have a baby. No, until you impregnate them and you have a baby, you cannot tell me about how to deal with a baby mama and my feelings with my baby mother.
I'm not telling you about how to deal with your baby. I'm not telling you how to deal with your baby mama. I'm telling you, you love her. That's why you do the things you do for her. You have
no expertise on this opinion. You have no expertise because you haven't been through it.
That's not true. I can see the obvious. You can
tell me about gangbanging.
Hold on. That's not true.
You can't tell me about having no child because you ain't never had no child.
I know Popeye's chicken is nasty. I don't got to eat it all the time.
I like Popeyes.
Because you have bad taste. The point I'm saying to you is, that's when you start to learn love.
You can't tell me that.
I'm telling you because I know.
Okay, where's this expertise coming from? From something you heard?
I'm watching you. Everything you was doing before that was of your own benefit. When you you felt like sex. You felt like sex. Hold up, just listen, AD.
All right.
You felt like sex was love because you sleep with her. That's for your benefit. You said that. You show love. This is how you show love. No, the way you show love is when you get nothing in return.
Exactly.
That's by definition.
Yes.
So I don't need to know.
I do get
I don't
something
need
in
to know.
return.
I don't need to have a kid's
I
mother
do
to
get
know what
something in
another
return.
man. What do you get?
If I give my baby mama money every month and she takes that money, she spends it on my child is better off and happier for it, correct?
You
You're
get
by
nothing.
default giving the child the money then.
That's what I'm saying.
You would help
not
your
giving
baby
her
mama.
shit.
You
If
wouldn't
I
just help your
listen,
kid.
listen.
You would
Okay,
help your baby mama. You know why you help your baby mama? Because
Prime
you want
example,
your kid, because that's your kid's
my
mother.
baby mama, one of them had called me before and said, "Hey, I'm a little short. I need to get this car, right?" I give her the money to get the car. That car is going to transport my child. It's going to make my child's life easier. Why wouldn't I, as a father, help her out to get something that's going?
You're
My
not
kid is
her
going to
And
benefit
father.
off
that
of.
You're
means-
doing that for
that
the
means you
kid,
care
not
for
the
her.
woman.
You care about her.
So here's a better
to some
question.
extent.
Here's a better question.
Yes,
Here's
but
a
not
bet-
romantically. That's what I'm saying.
So here's a better question. So the day your child is 19, and they have your daughter, because I met your daughter. Shout out to little baby, Mrs. AD, little baby, right? Your daughter. She grown enough at 19. She has her own car. Let's say your baby mama need help to get a car. Then you're still going to help her because you love her. And you're grateful that she gave you your daughter.
This has nothing
And
to
you're
do with
grateful
love.
she gave you your daughter.
No,
and she'll
no,
always
no.
hold a special, listen, and she'll always hold a special place in your heart for giving you your offspring because you
Okay,
love
that's fair.
her.
That's fair.
And your
But that's
daughter
not
might
a
need to
romantic
get
love,
picked up
though.
from the airport.
It's not sex ain't romantic. That don't have nothing. We've been using sex as a weapon since we've been alive. We don't know about romance. That ain't even stuff for us. I'm telling you, that's real love. Real love is when you don't get nothing in return. You just giving.
You still can't tell me this. You're not qualified.
I'm the one.
You ain't the one.
Jesus didn't have kids neither. We
Yes,
both
he
teach
did.
you.
We're all his kids.
No. Just like y'all are my kids.
That's what I'm saying. See, there you go. There you go. The truth don't came out.
He's the shepherd and we all just sheep.
Yeah, he's the dictator right here. What he said goes.
That's what I told you. He gonna tell you
The
about
world would be a much better place if y'all figured that out.
Wow.
Glasses argued with a pilot one day. We was getting on a plane about how to fly the damn plane.
Never in life.
And they never flew a plane in his life.
Listen, I do not. Y'all are telling to lie on me. What happens is I'll make a reasonable point of what I'm thinking, and y'all get mad. I don't want y'all to take my mentality. I don't want AD to become a better man. I'm just telling him how to be. I'm just telling us how to be. Still, I don't want you to be a better man. I'm just telling you how to be.
Oh shit.
That's up to you. All I'm saying is y'all have to stop lying like y'all don't love these people y'all impregnating, and y'all will fix most of the problems. Outside of that, stop impregnating people you're not married to.
Yeah, once you impregnate somebody, I want to circle back to this conversation. Until then, I ain't listening to you.
Nope. I understand. And that's how we go.
Let me ask you a question, bro. I'm pretty sure you've met some slimy women in your lifetime, right?
Sure.
So one of them slimy women that you happen to interact with early on when your younger days, you mess around and get her pregnant. You gonna go marry her?
Yes.
So you go marry a slimy, low-down woman that you know ain't no good and just be miserable the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You sitting there, you telling the story, bro.
Tell you the truth. I just would make that sacrifice. I believe. Some you just believe, bro. But also, that's also why I didn't get people pregnant. Like I made a lot of choices to not.
Those two things.
Yeah, like I would. I really believe if you get a woman pregnant, bro, you're supposed to.
I don't necessarily think AD was going out his way to get them people pregnant. It just happened.
We definitely
just happened.
No.
Okay, so
did you nut in her?
Wait a minute.
Did you nut in her?
Do anybody?
Did you nut in her?
Listen, do anybody on this call have premarital sex?
Yeah. I've never nutted in a woman. I've been with over 100 of them. I've never nutted in one woman.
Jesus Christ.
Swear to God.
Savage.
Gee, have you nutted in a girl before?
Never once.
Gee,
not one
have you
fucking time.
nutted
Been
in a
in
girl
triple
before?
digits of them. Never nutted in one.
Once.
You a piece of shit then.
No.
You rolled the dice. That one time could have been your child right there.
And guess what?
And it does not define the man that you are today.
We would have been, hold up.
You a piece of shit.
We would have been married back then.
And what if she say she don't want to marry you? What if she say I ain't trying to get
different. I gotta, respect her mind. I tried. I tried. I didn't. The reason I didn't do this is because I didn't want to raise a kid out of wedlock on Substreet, bro. Like I was trying my best. Y'all, come on, I could have made 30 kids. It's easy. That still you saw me in my prime. That's nothing. I'm saying I was trying to really raise a kid correctly. Like I went through my own issues, so I didn't want to raise a child in that same light.
I'm so glad I ain't got baby mamas. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with none of that stuff.
Hey, that shit ain't easy.
So again, this is No Sitters Live, the lunch
Your
hour.
wife just outside of the frame still.
No Sitters Live, the lunch hour, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. We back Wednesday at noon. Click the thumbs up button for you. Get up out of here. Shout out to everybody who dropped them super chats. Run through them again. Shout out to Kev. I appreciate that. Shout out to Craze. I appreciate that. Mark, that $2. I appreciate that. Craze at $2. Craze with another $2. Psycho Gamer with $5. I appreciate that player. Bella with the 50 piece. Boy, we gonna eat till Tuesday or Wednesday with that. I appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. We gonna double back Wednesday noon. Thanks, AD, for coming. Make sure y'all go right to the community. Check that out. It's coming on in
like
50,
10 minutes.
10 minutes. It's coming on in 10 minutes. Them dudes is crazy. Go check the homies out. We'll double back to that. Click the link in the description. No Ceilings, the podcast. A new episode drops tomorrow. It definitely addresses some stuff that Lil Durk is going through. You don't want to miss it. Click the link below in the description. Subscribe to the No Ceilings podcast. And we be back at this thing Wednesday, man. Much love.
We're out.